bonar. And again, we're back exploring the cross-picking, Lindsey Buckingham's cross-picking from Landslide. And the reason we're looking at the cross-picking from Landslide is because it's just a textbook example of how to use this very fundamental technique, which really is an introductory technique to playing fingerstyle. And you can take this very basic technique and you can play a bunch of stuff that sounds fantastic, that sounds beautiful, and it's really not that hard to do, and it's an excellent fundamentals skill builder. So that's why I'm taking you through this. So what's different about this section? Now we're going into the B section of Landslide, or what sometimes is labeled the chorus song. And what we're doing is we're introducing some different chords, and in particular, the thing that changes is when we introduce these 3 new chords, we're going to be playing the bass note on the E string. Until now in the song, we've only been playing on the middle 4 strings with our bass note on the A string. So I'm going to switch over to a zoom in so you can see what I'm talking about on the chords, and I'll put the chords up on the screen so you can see that as well, and you can play along with me and see how this part works. Again, what we were doing last time is we were playing a C, a G with a B bass, an A minor 7, and a G with a B bass. And what you can see with my right hand moving here is I'm only picking the 4 inside strings, okay? I'm picking the A, D, G, B. Now, the upper finger picking pattern, or when I say upper, I mean in pitch, the top strings are going to stay the same. We're still going to stay on G and B, but now we're introducing 3 new chords. We're going to do, well, 4 really, but we're playing D7 and D with an F sharp, and D with an F sharp bass. D7 with an F sharp bass and D with an F sharp bass. Basically the same chord, but 1 note's in a different string on the B string, in a different fret. And I'll show you those as we go. So let's take you through them in close-up, and I'll put the chords on the screen so you can see the chords themselves. So here I am. I'm coming from this is the part we have been playing. C, then a G with a B flat bass, or sorry, G with a B bass, then A minor 7. All of those are played with the A string bass. Now what's happening is I'm going to go to D7 with a F sharp bass. So that's these 2 notes of D7 on the G string and B string. And then I'm going to use my middle finger to hold down the 2nd fret of the E string. Now I'm switching my bass to the E string. But other than the 1 bass note that happens on the 1 and the 3 of the measure, everything else about my picking pattern stays the same. So here's this new chord, but watch my picking pattern. E string, G string, D string, B string. Same picking pattern, just the 1 and the 3 are different. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. So what if we're counting the 4 8th note beats, it's just that first beat on the E string that's a little different. And it's different because I'm going to the low E string. Now I'm going to switch over to a G, and I'm playing my G with, I'm holding down the 3rd fret of the B string for my highest note, because my high strings are not going beyond the B. I'm not playing the high E string, the skinny E string, but the rest of my G, I just hold it down like this. Now I'm playing the same pattern I just played a second ago with the 1st note on the low E string. Okay, so it's the same picking pattern we used in the middle section, or in the first section, but just that 1st note is now on the E string instead of on the A. Now I'm changing, my next chord is going to be a D with an F sharp bass, just the same as the D7, but now I'm playing the D, these 2 notes over here, playing the D with number 2 on the G string, 3rd fret on the B string, 2nd fret on the low E string. Now I'm going to go to an E minor, and I'm going to play it 2 times, and it's the same picking pattern again. Here's my E minor, and I'm just going to play low E, and then the D and the G and the B, just like this. After I play the E minor, I return to the original verse chords, and I play C. Notice I'm back on the A string for the bass, G with the B bass, A minor 7, and then back to the D7 with the F sharp bass, and then I do the second pass, or the second 2 lines of the chorus, and G, D with the F sharp bass, E minor twice, and now we just return to the ordinary verse chords. C, G with a B bass, A minor 7, G with the B bass. Okay, I'm going to zoom out then. Okay, so now I'm just going to play my way through that whole chorus section, or the B section. I'm going to play us into it, and I'm going to play right through it so you can see with both hands how this works and you can hear. Well, I've been afraid of changing, 'cause I built my life around you, but time makes you bolder, children get older, I'm getting older too. So there you go. That's the whole thing put together. I think you should be able to follow along with the notes I've given you. I hope that's helpful. And I hope that you're seeing what I'm talking about here. What we're doing is we've expanded in this exercise, in this part of the song, and in this lesson, we've expanded how we can use basic cross-picking from our first example in the verse section, where we're just playing across those middle 4 strings. And in this section now, we've introduced on these 3 new chords, we've introduced using the bass note on the E string in combination with some places where we're using the bass note on the A string. And as you can see, I hope you will see, with a little bit of practice, it becomes very, very straightforward to do this. It's not a big complicated thing, but it really opens up the flexibility of this picking pattern and builds a new fundamental skill in your right hand. And that's what we're trying to do here. Hope you have fun, and come and visit me again soon. Bye-bye.